guys, so today we're going to be going over my favorite products of 2024, some of my drugstore products that are going to be coming with me in my kit and I will probably always repurchase. If you haven't tried them out yourself, I would definitely highly recommend all of these. That's what this video is for. We're going to be talking affordable, not just drugstore, but affordable drugstore makeup. We're going to be talking high-end dupes, and we're going to be talking favorites of all time. Start with primers. The best primer, I'm sure this is no surprise to any of you, has got to be, for me, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This thing is like $6. It works with most of my other base products, and it will make your makeup stay all day. I like to put this kind of under my eyes and my T-zone and anywhere that I'm going to be applying makeup over. I have a huge pimple today, but you know what? We're going to cover that up. Start with color correctors. I was really, honestly, pleasantly surprised with this product. This is from Revolution. It's called the Bright Light. I think this is in the color Pink Quartz or something like that. Bright pink color. It is a little bit shiny, but it totally works underneath makeup. I was really pleasantly surprised when I tried this out. I like to put this right under the eyes, just to prep for covering up my dark circles. You guys have probably heard of actually a lot of makeup artists using this. It's only $5 maybe at the store. It's the Pro Conceal, and they do have a lot of good color corrector options too. And this is by LA Girl. It's one of the only things I really like from them, but this is just a classic as well. I like to kind of stipple this under my eyes. Okay, now I think that worked so well. A little bit of redness around the nose as well, so I'm going to try to cover that up. We're going to try to cover this up. I think that's looking a lot better. I'm going to take my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder foundation. That is a really good dupe for the MAC Fix powder. This does a really good job of both blending, setting, and kind of smoothing out your skin and evening things out as well. Finishing powder by Wet n Wild too. And since it's a primer, a base, all these things, I really think it's just good for kind of blurring the pores a good amount. So I like to take kind of a small amount of that when I'm using powder foundation to kind of help smooth everything over so much better. I only have to give a shout out here to NYX. Their ultimate, what is it called? Ultimate Vintage Jean Baby has some of the most beautiful and workable shadows into your kind of everyday color range that you would ever need. I've hit pan on some of these already. Like this light shade, as you can see, I'm hitting pan on it, but I really like this shade for my brows, any type of contour, bronzer, etc. I'm gonna go ahead with the lightest shade and just kind of outline the front of my brows. Take a little bit of a darker shade, like the dark brown next to that, and I will blend that into the rest of my brow. I like to do my brows that way with eyeshadow, but I also use this, like I said, for any type of contour bronzer. There's this beautiful taupe shade that works so well as like a transition shade. I use this on a blending brush, both for nose contour and really contour, because it's a beautiful, like, cool type of shade, right? This one right here. And then I love to take this on the lid and just use that as like a buffer shade for my crease shade. And I'll go right above my eyelids because I do have kind of hooded eyelids. I'm going to go in with that same shadow. And I'm just going to blend that out really well, working towards the outer edge of that crease. to give a shout out to NYX for their butter bronzer as well, or butter melt bronzer. This thing smells amazing. It really reminds me of that cocoa powder bronzer they used to have from Too Faced. I will use this on my cheekbones. It's definitely a nice color for just warming up that face or that forehead, right? The sides of my face a little bit too. And I'll even take this a little bit across like the bridge of my nose like that, like right above kind of where you would contour, right? As for highlighter, I want to go ahead and use this kind of in the inner corners as well. Wet n Wild highlighters are just unbeatable, guys. They're like a beam of sunlight on your face. They work so well. This is the Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals, and it's a gorgeous, workable rose gold shade. My fingers, because that's actually the best way, I think, to get highlight to show up really, really well. And I'm just gonna drag that onto the lid. Just like so. On the tip of my nose. Just to create that little oomph, you know? Now for liquid blush, I really do like these e.l.f. Camo liquid blushes, I guess they're called. They're like a really good dupe for the Rare Beauty. They're almost so pigmented. I like to just go in with a finger and not even like a full dot, just so I can keep it kind of controlled. I like to focus this on my apples, kind of dragging out. I like to focus that right there. This is in the shade Dusty Rose. Face highlighters, I would definitely go with this Sticks by ColourPop. I believe this came out 2024 as well, but it is one of my favorites for highlighting my nose. It's like also like a beam of light. I mean, if that's how you like your highlighters, like I do, look no further. And she really blends out beautifully as well. I find absolutely zero need to top this off when I'm using these ColourPop sticks. So now I'm going to have to give it to Milani for their blushes. They just have the most beautiful, soft, buttery blushes that totally work on the skin. They are easy to blend. They're easy to work into the skin. That buttermilk bronzer under my eyes, because this is just how I like to do my eyes on like a daily basis. Like to bring a little bit of warmth and shadow under the eye like that, just a little bit. Now, any of the Wet n Wild eyeliners I really like. I really honestly prefer the kind of like waterproof version of this, but just their pen liner is so easy to use and it's so cheap, guys. It's like $3-4. Really like these because they're also like pitch black. All right, guys, I'm liking this already, honestly. Some mascara. I think I have to give this one to the e.l.f. Lash Extender. I'm trying to keep this really affordable. Tubing mascara by e.l.f. So it's waterproof without having to like literally scrub it off your eyes, which I really like. And because of that tubing mechanism, it really shows up beautifully and defines the lashes. I'm gonna put that on my top and my bottom. We need a really beautiful product to steal the show here and end this on a great note. That has got to be these Milani lipsticks. I do like them in the matte version. I love them in the balm version. They are literally so shiny in one product. Moisturizing, and the color range is exquisite. Do you see how shiny and healthy and plump that makes everything look? I love it. And then for lip pencils here, I had to give it to NYX. I really like their retractable lip pencils. I really like the ColourPop ones as well. However, I think these are a lot more versatile. And they come in a better shade range. And these just finish that off so beautifully. Hey guys, what do we think? I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.